Welcome to the Path to Publication Getting Started. This video is part one of a three-part series on academic publishing. In this video, we will talk about why it is important to share research and the ways in which you can share yours. My name is Teresa Calcagno, and I am the IT and Engineering Librarian here at George Mason University. Let's get started. The purpose of this video is to explore the steps of the academic publishing process. We will cover why you should publish, what you can publish, where you can publish it, and how to find a publication you can submit your manuscript to. I know you are working on a master's degree and will graduate soon, so publishing may not be on your radar. It is good for you to learn about because in the future, you may need to publish a journal article for work or for another graduate degree you're working on. As a researcher, you should publish your research to share it with others. What's the point of doing research if you don't share it? Publishing your research can also help you begin establishing your professional reputation and your knowledge of the field. Lastly, publishing may be recommended or even required by your advisor or graduate program. What can you publish? There are a number of different things you can publish. Research articles are original research papers based on research done by the author and could include survey research, developing a process model, experimental research of some sort, etc. Literature review papers that analyze the published literature on a topic and case studies, which are commonly used in business and IT, are also research articles. Articles in trade magazines are written for people working in a specific industry and are usually very practical in tone. These articles may look at issues or problems that the authors have encountered and offer solutions. Or they may discuss applications of new technology or new applications of existing technologies. Conference papers are usually based on research that is in progress or recently has been finished. Conference papers are very important in quickly developing fields like IT because they contain the newest research. The turnaround time for publication of a conference paper is much quicker than the turnaround for a journal paper. Where can you publish? You have your choice between the traditional publication formats on the left of this slide and the digital publication formats shown on the right. All of these formats are good ones to consider, but if you are just starting out, the traditional formats may be the better choices. Scholarly research journals, including open access ones, may also include journals that only publish research done by graduate students. And what are open access journals? Open access journals are online journals that are freely available to anyone with an internet connection. Not all faculty like open access journals though, so be sure and check with your professor or advisor before submitting your paper to one. So how do you get started? To get started down the publication road, you will need an idea to write about. It could come from research you have done for a class, for your thesis, or even for your employer. Your idea could also just be something you are curious about or have read about. Once you have an idea, you need to identify your audience. At the same time, you should be thinking about the type of article you want to write. These two factors are very closely related because the audience you pick will essentially determine the types of papers you can write. If you want to write a scholarly paper or a conference paper, your audience will be academic and corporate researchers in the field, as well as non-research professionals working in the field. If you want to write for a student audience, you could write a research paper, a review article, or a general overview article of the research area. Once you have these three things figured out, you are ready to start looking for a journal. That is the end of part one of our video series. Continue on to part two to learn more about journal selection. Thanks for joining us.